Hi, this is Prakash. Today we are going to discuss navigation commands in Selenium WebDriver. So, what are navigation commands? What is navigation? Navigation is nothing but when you are clicking any link or when you are clicking any opening any window and you will be navigated to some other page, right? So, navigating is nothing but moving to other page. Okay, you can manually move to other page or you can move from your project page or your application page. Okay, so if you want to navigate to any other window or if you are having any steps, that means if you click something in your page, okay, then so what happens if you click any link in your page, it will opens or it navigates to some other page. Okay, so this is called navigation. It will navigate to other page in a new window or something. Okay, so I'll show you how to navigate to other page, okay, and how to handle this navigation. So to navigate to other page, we have some commands in Selenium WebDriver. So I'll show you. I'm going to create one class in my Eclipse project. I have WebDriver package here, sorry, project here. In that project I have package. So I'm going to create navigate. I already have navigate, so I will put navigate window. Okay, so navigate window, I'm going to create a class. So class got created under package pack. Okay, so write main method of Java. Okay, public static void main. Okay, so in that you have to put string aux. So main method is created. Okay, in that main method you have to create WebDriver object. Okay, so WebDriver, I'm going to create driver as an object, instantiating here itself, that means initializing here itself, new. I'm going to work on Firefox browser, so I'm going to put Firefox driver. Okay, for Firefox there is no driver installation or download is required. Okay, you can directly use Firefox. So it's showing some error, right? WebDriver, you have to import OpenQA Selenium package or OpenQA Selenium WebDriver. Okay, for Firefox also you have to import r.openqa.selenium.firefox package. Once you import, these errors will get clear. So I have to show you navigation, right? First I am opening some URL of Selenium. Okay, so directly click driver.get. Get, I am providing some Selenium URL. What is that? http://www.seleniumhq.org. I'm going to open this first. Okay, so this will be open, browser will launch and this will be opened. So after that I am just opening, okay, some Google site. Okay, so how to navigate to Google site in the same browser or window? So driver.navigate. Okay, so you have to use navigate. So where to navigate? You have to put to. Okay, you have to select to. So to URL you have to mention here. In the to URL you can mention the URL where you want to go to navigate. Okay, so I'm going to navigate to some Google page. Okay, http www.google.com. I'm going to navigate to this page in the new window. Okay, so we'll see whether it will navigate or not. I'm not closing my browser to show you whether it's navigating first to Selenium HQ site and then it has to navigate to google.com. Okay, saved my class and run as Java application. So browser has to launch Firefox browser. After that it has to load Selenium. Okay, browser is going to launch. So it launched and it opened Selenium first and then opened Google. Okay, so like this you can navigate to other browser. So what is the purpose of navigation? So if you have anything to change in your project. For suppose it's an IRCTC, you don't have credentials, but you want to open it and you have to create dynamically. So just open IRCTC first and navigate to login or registration page. Okay, by using navigation window, create new user credentials. Okay, then you can create that and can back to your page and you can type that username and password and you can submit your credentials so that you can log in. So we have different commands in navigation. So what are the different commands? First one is navigation back. Okay, you put driver dot navigate, so select this navigate dot back. If you use this back, so it will back to your Selenium site. So as I use separate things, it has to go to Selenium site. We'll see whether it is working or not. So this navigate back is used to go back to or navigate back to your previous URL, whatever you loaded previously. Okay, so generally this will be used only when your application is navigating to some other windows. Okay, so you have to use this navigate command when your application is having opening different windows by clicking any link or some other buttons or something. Okay, so we'll see whether it is going back to Selenium site or not. I'm running it as Java application. So it has to launch Firefox browser, and in that it has to load the Selenium site first, and then it has to navigate to Google, and it has to back to Selenium again. Google open and it's back to Selenium org. Okay, so like this you can navigate to your web applications or any other links. Okay, by using navigate dot to, you have to mention URL in the to string. Okay, to method. Okay, so if you want to go back to your window again, you have to use navigate back command. Okay, so if you want to go forward, driver dot navigate dot forward. Okay, you have to use forward command here. So if you use forward command, it will go forward one. If that depends on your browser history. If your browser history containing these pages, then it will go forward to the browser. If it doesn't contains, it won't go. I'm using this and I'm going to run this. So it has to forward to Google. We'll see how it works. Okay, I'm going to open this Firefox browser. Once it opens, it has to open Selenium. It has to go to Selenium Google site. It has to navigate to Google site. Okay, Selenium, and open Google, navigate it to Google, Selenium again, and Google again. It is forwarded as it is having history, so it is forwarded to Google site again. Okay, so like this you can navigate to other pages or other URLs by using navigate command. Okay, so navigation commands are, one is navigate to means you have to provide where you are going to navigate in the to method. So the URL you have to provide in to. So once you navigated, so what you have to do, if you want to go back to the previous page, so you have to use navigate dot back. So the previous page, it will navigate back to your previous page. So what is my previous page here? Selenium HQ. Okay, so then if I want to go forward, navigate forward again, forward in the sense that next page whatever I accessed previously. Okay, that means I have to use at least one navigation if I want to use back and forward command. So without navigation, these back and forward commands will not work because they doesn't have any forward, means any navigation URL first. Okay, so if you want to use this navigate back and navigate forward, you should navigate to some other URL first. So that's why I mentioned to some other URL as Google. So first I landed on Selenium HQ site, then navigated to Google, and when I use back command, it backs to Selenium site, and then I use it forward, so it again forwarded to the forward page as Google. So the next page is Google only, right? Previously we accessed, so it navigates to Google page. So one more command we have as driver dot So driver is an object. So navigate dot refresh. Okay, refresh command. So I'm selecting navigate. So if I put refresh, it refreshes the current page. Okay, so where is the refresh? So refresh is here. So when you put refresh, so I saved my case and I'm executing it by using run as Java application. Okay, now it has to launch my browser. I did not use close command here, that's why my browsers are not closing. Okay, if you want to close, you can close. I want to show you that result, that's why I did not close this. Okay, Google again, back to Selenium and Google again, and refreshed. You have seen that blinking in Google, right? So blinking this Google text you have observed, right? If you want, I can run it again. I'm closing all these things, all these Firefox browsers. Okay, closing all the tabs. So now you just observe again, it will refresh the page once that is executed. Okay, run as Java application. It has to launch Firefox browser, and first it will type the URL in the get method. Okay, we'll see. So the URL in the get method is seleniumhu.org typed and navigated to Google, and it's loading. So once this is done, then it has to navigate back to Selenium. Okay, so still keep on loading, so maybe some internet issue. So back to Selenium and again Google opened and refreshed. So this, when it is refreshing, this Google site is getting blinked, Google text image is getting blink. Okay, so like this you can use navigation command to navigate to other page. So what are the different commands in navigation? So navigate to is to navigate to some other page or some other URL. So once you did navigate to, you can use navigate.back, navigate.forward and navigate.refresh. So this back and forward commands will work only when you navigate it to some other URL. Okay, so you have to use these navigation commands like this. So this is required when your project contains some setup or some other links if you want to check, so that you can use these navigation things. Okay, so like this you can use navigation commands. In the next class we'll discuss another concept.